Welcome back to MJ Design. In this video, we're going to create a simple and clean social media post using Photoshop. This design is perfect for beginners and works great for platforms like Instagram and Facebook. We'll build this design step by step using basic tools like background removal, color selection, and creative text techniques. No advanced Photoshop skills are required. So let's get started and design a professional social media post together. Let's start by creating a new document. I'm setting the canvas size to 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels. This is a square format, and it works perfectly for most social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. Now I'll import the shoe image into the document. Once the image is placed, the next step is to remove the background. For this, I'll make sure the shoe layer is selected. Then, from the top contextual bar, I'll simply click on the Remove Background button. Next, I want to rotate the shoe to give it a more dynamic look. I'll select the shoe and press Ctrl+T or Command+T on Mac to activate the Transform tool. After adjusting the angle, I'll press the Enter key to confirm the transformation. Now let's work on the background color. I want to use a color that matches the shoe design. To do this, I'll select the shoe layer thumbnail in the Layers panel. Then I'll choose the eyedropper tool and click on one of the orange shades from the shoe. You can see this color appear in the foreground color box. I'll slightly adjust the shade to make it more vibrant and visually appealing. Finally, to apply this color to the background, I'll select the background layer. Then I'll press Alt+Delete or Option+Delete on Mac to fill the background with the selected color. Now let's move on to typography and text design. For this creative, I'll be using Nike's iconic caption, "Just Do It." I'll select the text tool and start typing the text on the canvas. For the font, I'm choosing Futura, which closely matches Nike's bold and clean style. If you are new to the text tool, I already have a detailed video explaining it step by step. I highly recommend watching that video if you want to understand text editing better. Now, instead of keeping the text simple, I want to add a creative twist. I'll change the line from "Just do it" to "Just don't quit." This message is more motivational and fits perfectly with a sports brand like Nike. Here's the interesting part. I'll make only certain letters slightly invisible. I'll reduce the visibility of "ant" and "q" just a little bit. This way, at first glance, it still looks like "Just do it." But when you look closely, you'll realize the full message says, "Just don't quit." This small detail creates curiosity and makes people spend more time looking at the design. It's a simple trick, but it adds depth and meaning to the creative. Typography is not just about choosing a font. It's also about how you communicate an idea visually. And with this text treatment, we are reinforcing motivation, performance, and persistence. That's how you can use text creatively to enhance your design and tell a stronger story. Now, to create the invisible text effect, I've placed each word on a separate text layer. I'll start by selecting the layer that contains "ent." Next, I'll open the blending options for this text layer. Here, I'll reduce the fill opacity from 100% down to 0. This makes the fill color completely invisible, but the layer effects will still remain visible. Now, I'll add a very light stroke effect. As you can see, only the stroke is visible, while the text itself stays transparent. I'll apply the same invisible text effect to the letters Q, U as well. To do this, I'll right-click on the "ent" text layer. which already has the layer effects applied. From the menu, I'll select Copy Layer Style. Now I'll move to the QU text layer and right-click on it. Then I'll choose Paste Layer Style. As you can see, the exact same effects are instantly applied. This saves a lot of time and also keeps the design consistent. Now I'll select all the text layers together. To keep things organized, I'll press Ctrl+G or Command+G on Mac to group them. Grouping layers helps a lot because now I can move, scale, or transform all the text at once. There's no need to select each text layer separately. Next, I want to add a simple drop shadow to the shoe image to give it more depth. I'll select the shoe layer and double-click on it to open the blending options. From here, I'll go to Drop Shadow. I'll carefully adjust the opacity, distance, and size to create a soft and natural shadow. This helps the shoe stand out from the background. Now I'll add the Nike logo to the design. I already have the logo in PNG format, so I'll simply click and drag it onto the canvas. I'll resize it and align it neatly to the top left corner. At this point, the design is almost complete. However, I notice that both the shoe and the text are white, and the contrast feels a bit weak. To improve visibility and elevate the shoe visually, I'll change the text color to black. This small adjustment creates stronger contrast and makes the overall design more impactful. And that's it. This is a simple social media post design that any beginner can easily create in Photoshop. We only used basic tools like background removal, color selection, and simple text techniques. No complex effects, no advanced skills required. If you're just starting with Photoshop, this is a great way to build confidence and improve your design skills. And if you're curious to learn more creative tricks like this, make sure to check out my other videos. I share simple, practical Photoshop tips that help you design faster and smarter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.